Being an educator is one heck of a lonely journey, but every step holds a story, an experience that shapes how we teach, learn, and grow. Welcome to the Educator Experience. I'm your host, Salli Carter, and together we'll explore the moments that define us as educators. Through authentic conversations and shared experiences, we're building a community that connects, reflects, and inspires, all while breaking down barriers in education, one story at a time. You are not alone. Let's grow together. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Educator Experience. I am your host, Salli Carter. And as I reflect on all the powerful conversations from season 2, I can't help but feel truly grateful. We heard from Paul Tedesco, who highlighted the value sessional instructors bring to our classrooms, from Danielle Tai, who reminded us the importance of truly understanding the supports available for students and the impact of that, from Joey Brown, the detective of academic integrity, who shared his insider's perspective on the challenges of addressing plagiarism, from Darren DeFrancesco, who told his story of how a nagging student, we've all been there, right, became a mirror that made her question her own practices and biases. And finally, from Dominic Sculia, with his years of wisdom, brought us back to the truth that every child matters. I am so grateful and thankful to each of these inspiring voices and for all of you, the Educator Experience community, who continue to listen, engage, and share your own stories and support. Now, you know those moments when you're just scrolling through LinkedIn or whatever your social media choice is, and something unexpected stops you in your tracks? Well, that happened to me recently, and that's what I want to focus on today. I clicked on a video where a teacher divided her class into 2 groups and gave them an anagram puzzle. One group got solvable anagrams, pretty easy and straightforward, and the other group got unsolvable ones. And after a while, both groups were handed the same solvable puzzle. If you've seen this, you know what the result is. Your mind may go there already, but the group with past success solved it quickly. The group that had only experienced failure, they gave up or just insisted it couldn't be solved, even though it was easy. This, of course, really is a powerful conversation about learned helplessness, when repeated failure conditions stop us from really trying, even when success is fully within our reach. Now, this video stopped and made me ask myself, am I somehow unknowingly creating that kind of space for my own students, particularly those that I catch cheating, and especially ones early on in the semester where they're kind of like, I catch them cheating and then they're sitting with it for a long period of time? It made me connect with Joey's conversation about academic integrity, and it just stuck with me. It made me think, not just about how I deal with plagiarism in the moment, but what happens afterwards. How do I nurture those relationships really after the dust settles? I don't know. Food for thought, right? because I know what it feels like for a student to be caught. This, or I can empathize at least, the stress of receiving that email. Please come see me after class. You know, the dread of facing me in my office, the fear that everyone knows, or they have that sign above their head, blinking sign that says cheater. But what students don't see is the anxiety that it causes me personally. I dread these conversations. I question myself, my own reality. Did I really see what I think I just saw? Did I see that person physically looking and copying off that their neighbor's test? Could there be another explanation? What if the plagiarism software got it wrong? What if they're flagging things and it's not totally right? And then there's the crying, the pleading, the paperwork, the mounds and mounds of paperwork that just piles up. It's draining. And yet, I take those next steps because really, at the end of the day, academic integrity matters. So here's the part that I've been sitting with. If a student cheats on the first quiz, there are still weeks ahead. It's not like the final exam and they're done and we never see them again. But if they cheat on the first quiz and they have an entire semester still, they're back in my class. How do they feel now? Do they think maybe I secretly hate them? Do they walk in carrying shame, assuming everyone knows about their moment? And I personally, as an instructor, I do announce that there have been violations. I don't say who, I don't give hints or anything like that, but I do share that there have been violations in as kind of a scare technique. Um, am I reinforcing that sense of helplessness without even realizing it? So maybe they're silently telling themselves, I've already failed once. Why bother trying? And that's what I've never had a clear strategy for. I believe I've confronted the act, yes, but have I rebuilt the relationship? Have I created a pathway back? Or am I doing exactly what that anagram or am I doing exactly what that anagram experiment showed us by setting up conditions where failure feels inevitable, even when success is possible? So that's my season 2 takeaway. It's not only about enforcing the rules, it's about what happens after. How we bring students back into the fold without letting them be defined by their worst moment, because integrity matters, but so does redemption. And as we move into season 3, I'm excited to share that we've added a new way to wrap up each conversation. I'm going to be asking each guest, what's your one piece of advice for new educators? And most guests have laughed and admit they can't just give just one. They challenge them too. And then they go on to share insights that are rich, practical, and deeply meaningful, which is amazing. And that really ties back to why we're building the educator experience here, because I know from my own personal journey how overwhelming and isolating it can feel to be new in this role. You're expected to hit the ground running with little or no roadmap, and we're here to change that. We've created a couple of new resources for educators, one being 10 questions every new educator should ask. And it's a quick start guide to help you begin the right conversations from day one. And we have a paid resource, the Campus Connection Guide, and it's a comprehensive roadmap to your institution. It breaks down the different departments, policies, and services with suggested questions and strategies to help you build strong conversations for yourself and your students. It's been really impactful, and the feedback we are receiving is awesome. So, together, these resources are designed to take the guesswork out of navigating your new role so you can focus on what really matters, and that's teaching. But more than resources, we're also building community, a place where you can bring those, is it just me kind of questions, and know that you're not alone. Here is my invitation to experienced educators. I may invite you to reach out to someone new in your department this semester. So I'm recording this for summer 2025. We're going into the fall. If you're listening as it comes out, that's awesome. Even if not, this totally still applies. Don't wait for them to approach you. Be the one to start the conversation. Maybe share a story of your own roller coaster early days, offer a resource, maybe normalize the chaos a little bit. And on the flip side, if you're new, know that it does get easier. It's not perfect, but it does get easier, and you don't have to do it alone. So let's start a little support chain, cheesy as it sounds, one coffee chat, a shared resource, one friendly check-in at a time. Because really at the heart of education, it isn't just curriculum or policy, it's connection. So thank you for being a part of season 2. If you found value in these conversations, please give our podcast a 5-star review. Follow us on social media and visit our website at theeducatorexperience.ca as we continue to build resources designed for you. And here's to season 3, to meaningful conversations and to making sure that no educator ever feels like they have to figure it out all alone. Thank you. Thank Thank you for joining us on today's episode of the Educator Experience. We hope you're walking away feeling connected, inspired, and just a little bit more supported on your journey. Ready to go a little bit deeper? Join the Educator Experiences community and check out our courses and workshops specifically designed to support new educators as they navigate the ups, downs, and everything in between. You'll find it all at educatorexperiences.com. If today's conversation resonated with you, share it with a fellow educator and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Together, we're building a vibrant community rooted in support and connection. See y'all next Monday.